So, welcome everyone to Ask Bucky Unfiltered, our campus and visitor relations webcast. My name is Janan. I am a special projects intern at CAVR, and today I have with us our three guests from our Office of Student Financial Aid.
Hi everyone, my name is Christina Rattel. I am the Student Employment Manager in the Office of Student Financial Aid.
Hi everybody, my name is Dakota Rutger. I'm one of our student employment team leads within the Office of Student Financial Aid.
Hey, my name is Carrie Tempkin. My pronouns are she, her, hers, and I'm the outreach coordinator in the Office of Student Financial Aid.
Awesome. Well, thank you all for joining us today. I'll start off with one of the questions we got from a student, and that is, what scholarships are available for international students at UW?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I can kind of answer that here. Within the Wisconsin Scholarship Hub, students can actually access that from their MyUW portal. For international students, what they're going to want to look for is the eligibility requirements for those scholarships, and they'll want to kind of look at those and see if it has any information about international student eligibility, and that's where they can kind of find those scholarships on the website there.
And I'll hop in and add a little bit more information. They can even search for international students to help them narrow down that search for eligibility. And the International Student Services webpage does have additional resources as well for scholarships for international students. So encourage you to check that out.
Awesome. So kind of along the lines of scholarships as well, when can incoming first-year students start applying for those?
Yeah, so kind of similar with that scholarship hub on the MyUW portal, it kind of follows the academic year. So a lot of our scholarships start opening up in November, and then they usually close starting in February. However, there's always scholarships getting added to the Wisconsin Scholarship Hub, so I would really encourage students at any time to be looking on there, look for scholarships that apply to them. The Wisconsin Scholarship Hub has a really good platform to kind of match students with those scholarships that apply to them. And also, I would encourage students to reach out to their school or college that they're a part of and really, ask those questions about what scholarships exist for me, when do those deadlines open and close, and when should I start applying for those. For first-year students, though, they can kind of look for the ones that exist now, but really this fall would be when they would kind of want to start looking for those additional scholarships.
It's also a good idea to look at scholarships that are available for even sophomores, juniors, and seniors to start making decisions about activities that you're going to get involved in your freshman year, what job you want to have, all sorts of things that would poise you to be a better candidate for those scholarships in the future.
So, Carrie, you're saying that at UW there's scholarships available at each grade level. It's not necessarily just for first-year students?
Certainly, yes.
Awesome. Now I know that your office focuses on helping with the financial aid aspect and scholarship things, but as a student myself, I have a student job working with campus and visitor relations. Could you all share a little bit about what it's like for students to have a job on campus? Do you find that that process is goes well for them, and what advice would you give about finding a job like that?
Yeah, I think every student should get a job on campus. I may be biased since I work in student employment, but I think it's a great way to get involved, meet other people, expand your network, and meet professional staff that might be able to be a reference for you in the future. But it's also a way to explore new things that you maybe didn't know were an interest or passion coming into the university. So it's a nice way to try new things, and I feel it's pretty easy to find a job at UW-Madison. So the best way is to go to our website, which is studentjobs.wisc.edu. Most jobs that are offered on campus are posted there. What's nice about that site is you can search by any keyword. So if you're passionate about a certain topic or looking in a certain topical area, you can search by that keyword, and it will bring up any job posting that mentions that word at any point. Or you can filter. We have job outcomes. So if you're looking for a specific skill that you want to gain, or that you maybe want to enhance that you maybe have a little bit, but you want to increase that skill, you can filter by those outcomes. And you can filter by categories as well. So if there's a certain field or area you're looking to go in, you can do that. So I think the site has some really great features to help you kind of narrow down, because there is a lot of options. And not to put Dakota on the spot, but he is a student employee, so I would love for him to speak about his experience as well.
Thanks, Christina. I would say too, I know with the student job site, there is the job alert function. So if you put in your email, you can actually get notifications with specific keywords that get posted. So if there is a specific topic that you're looking to get more experience in, you can definitely turn those on, and it kind of takes the pressure off of you to check that every day, because you will get a notification when that gets posted. But like Christina said, I am a student employee. I started kind of right at the beginning of my first year on campus, and I think it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. It really allowed me to have an outlet to connect with other campus community leaders, while also having something outside of school that I could put my passions into. I think one of the greatest things about being a student employee on campus is that most of the campus employers work with your schedule. So they know that you're a student first, and that you're looking for employment to either supplement just as additional income, to go toward living expenses, anything like that. And I think that's been one of the the largest benefits from working as a student employee, is that they understand that you're here to get your education and really focus on that. And this is just another incremental supplemental thing that you can really work towards. And I think that's been one of the largest benefits I found from it.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with Dakota on that one. Being a student myself, at campus and visitor relations, like, they work around, especially finals are really important for me, having those days off, or the couple days before, even midterms. So I definitely appreciate working a UW job that way. I know I have some friends who work off campus that it gets a little bit more difficult. So I agree it's a perk for having a student job.
I think you'll find with student jobs too, some folks may think like, oh, I have to work 20 hours, but a lot of jobs are just looking for students to maybe work 6 to 8 hours a week, which I think you'll find you can definitely fit in with your academics and your schedule, and still certainly participate in other activities outside of the classroom as well. Because if you think about 6 hours, it's probably 2-3 hour shifts in a week. And so I think students find that really doable.
Yeah, for sure. And another perk of college is we get to schedule our class time. So usually, like, if I want to work in the afternoons, I can just have morning classes or something like that. But yeah. So a big thing for first year students, and even after, as we continue going through, is FAFSA and that whole process. When do you all recommend the best time to fill out FAFSA, and where can students reach out if they have questions about how to fill it out, and all the stuff that goes with FAFSA?
Yeah, great question. So, and I'm glad that you asked it, because the FAFSA is the first step for financial aid, right? And it is something that you do have to fill out every single year. It becomes available October 1st. So the answer to your question of when should students fill out the FAFSA, October 1st. Really, the sooner you do it, the better, because sometimes there's glitches in the system, and you definitely want to have it done before December 1st, which is our priority deadline. And the sooner you have it done, the better. But our office does provide a lot of resources to help you with that. Certainly, you can feel free to call our office anytime or set up an appointment with an advisor. You can set up an appointment through something called Starfish once you are here on campus, and talk to one of our 8 advisors here on campus. Or we also have things called FAFSA events, where in the past, we'd gather together, have some food, and have our financial aid administrators and supporters come and help you fill out your FAFSA. You'd bring your computer, bring all the information you need, and if you have questions along the way, we have staff who can help you. This year might look a little different, certainly, but we will still have those FAFSA Frenzy events available for you in the fall.
Awesome. That's good to know that Office is already thinking about how to maybe virtually interact and help students that way. I know all of campus is kind of thinking about that right now.
Right.
Yeah. Are there any other topics you find to be like frequently asked questions for your office, or pieces of advice you'd like to share with admitted or prospective students listening in onto this webcast?
I think one resource that I just want to mention that is newer to our office but available and a phenomenal resource is our Success Services. They have a bunch of different things available for students to help you with your journey at UW-Madison, and we have what we call success coaches, and they are graduate students here at UW-Madison, and they can meet with you one-on-one to talk about whatever you may need. So if you are looking for that job, or you have questions about financial aid, or you just need someone to talk to about your experience at UW-Madison, they can speak with you, and you can really kind of determine what that conversation looks like with them. So they're here, they're great. It's on our website. They also offer a bunch of workshops to help you build on your skills and things that you might need going through college and for your future career. And so right now they're holding them virtually. They were in person, but they will continue to be virtual. So definitely check those out as well. There's some really great sessions going on.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. I didn't even know that, so I learned something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Great. I'll hop in. Two things, actually 3 things I want to note. If you have been admitted before the last 2 weeks and you haven't received your financial aid offer yet, reach out, call our office, let's work through that. Secondly, I think it's important to name that these are really unusual financial circumstances for a lot of families. So if you're finding yourself in a very different financial circumstance, or your family is, than when you filled out the FAFSA, or that the FAFSA portrays, call our office, email our office. We'll work with you to reassess your financial aid offer. Certainly we can't guarantee anything different, but we're happy to reassess. And then lastly, I also want to name that our office helps support students through basic needs. So once you're here on campus, if you need help finding food options, if you are navigating a emergency crisis, or if you need health insurance, those are some options or some opportunities that we can help you with. Circumstances we can help you with, not necessarily opportunities.
Thank you for sharing those, Carrie.
Yeah.
Awesome. Kind of going off of that as well, and I thank Carrie for sharing those resources. If students do see that they receive the Federal Work Study Award on their federal aid package, they can kind of either reach out to us to get more questions answered on that. But kind of in short, that program is supported by almost all on-campus employers, and then a few select off-campus nonprofit partners that we work with. And so kind of what the work study program is allows students to kind of have an award on their aid package that then gets dispersed from as they work in their position. So it's not necessarily an award that you get up front or that would disperse you in the full award amount, but it does get given to you through a paycheck as you would through any other employment. And then once that award amount has been reached, that's kind of when we can reassess that award that's given to you. But just kind of important to note that that's not necessarily like a scholarship or something like that that's given to you. It's something that you earn through employment, and then you can spend in any way that you would like.
Awesome. And correct me if I'm wrong, but with work studies, some other benefits are that's not something you have to file taxes for at the end of the year. Or am I understanding that incorrectly?
So it's still, taxes are still deducted like normal. What is different with work study, as any money earned under work study does not need to be claimed as income on your next year's FAFSA.
Okay, I see.
Yeah,
right, so
but that's a great question, because that is one that comes up a lot, and that can be a little confusing. So, but that is one of the benefits of work study.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you all for joining me today, I should say. I learned a lot myself, going into my last year at UW that I'm going to have to check out. So I'm excited to share this with our admitted and prospective students. This is our Ask Bucky Unfiltered webcast, and we will have these episodes uploaded weekly. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.